ABC 10 News starts now with breaking news.
A breaking news update tonight. A man shot earlier this evening by Escondido police has died. It's the second fatal shooting involving one of the department's police officers. Good evening. Thank you for joining us. I'm Kimberly Hunt.
And I'm Steve Atkinson. Little details have been shared about tonight's tragic events. We are told the shooting happened shortly after a pursuit. Our ABC 10 News reporter Laura Acevedo joins us live from the scene where detectives are still looking for answers tonight. Laura.
The man hasn't been identified, but we have learned that he is 38 years old. Police say that it is unclear how many times he was shot, but we do know one of those shots was to his head. You can see behind me there is still a very active scene here while detectives investigate on Encino Drive and Bear Valley Parkway. Now, police say this all started with another shooting earlier this evening from one car to another. The victim in that shooting drove himself to the hospital with minor injuries. Officers were looking for the suspect in that shooting when they say they spotted the suspect vehicle and tried to pull it over. That led to a short pursuit that ended here when police shot the man. Now, as of right now, Escondido police say it is unclear if the suspect fired at the officer or what led the officer to shoot him. They did say the man is known to the department and they have recovered a gun. Police say this was the car involved in the first shooting, but cannot confirm if the man killed here tonight is the suspect in the earlier shooting. So again, still a lot of questions. Detectives are still out here investigating. We've seen a drone up in the air. We've seen them taking pictures and processing the scene here behind me to find out what those missing details are. Now, the officer is on administrative leave, which is standard protocol, but again, very early in this investigation as it continues here on scene. Reporting live in Escondido, Laura Acevedo, ABC 10 News.
Thank you, Laura. As we mentioned before, this isn't the first time the department has found itself at the center of a deadly shooting. In April, a man armed with a metal pole was shot and killed by an officer after police say he charged at the officer. The department says they had over 20 run-ins with the man who struggled with mental illness. And back in March, the department announced an updated de-escalation plan. Chief Vargas said the plan was implemented in the fall of 2020.
We strongly believe that this policy gives clear direction to our officers that when possible, we want them to slow things down, use sound strategies, and develop a plan that has the best odds of ending difficult and often emotionally charged incidents without the need for physical force.
The department's updated policy highlights engagement tactics, including active listening, presenting lawful orders, requesting cooperation, and providing clear and concise direction. The policy also elaborates on disengagement as ways to de-escalate a situation.
The loved ones of this teenage girl shot and killed in University City last week, they are reeling tonight from the tragedy. The community gathered to honor 19-year-old there at the vigil. San Diego police found Irene Salgado Aceves in the front passenger seat of a car she was riding in with a gunshot wound to her chest. A teenager was riding with two others on Miramar Road when she was shot. Detectives found a gun in the car and arrested a 17-year-old boy that was riding with her. Her family says the teenager loved kids and had a contagious smile and a big heart. The killer who opened fire in a North County synagogue is pleading guilty to more than 100 federal charges. Today, John Ernest officially changed his plea. He admits opening fire inside the Chabad of Poway. One person was killed, 3 others were hurt. Ernest also admits trying to set an Escondido mosque on fire. He confessed that his actions were fueled by racism. Ernest had already pleaded guilty to state charges. He is expected to get life in prison.
New York real estate heir Robert Durst has been convicted of his best friend's murder. Late today, a Los Angeles jury found him guilty of killing Susan Berman back in 2000. Prosecutors say it was to cover up the disappearance of his wife in 1982. Durst was only on trial for killing Berman, but is suspected of killing his missing wife and later a man in Texas. His sentencing is scheduled for October 18th. And a passenger accused of assaulting a flight attendant is out on bond. This happened on a Southwest flight from Sacramento to San Diego in May. Witnesses recorded video appearing to show Viviana Quinones punching a flight attendant. The flight attendant suffered chipped teeth, bruises, and a cut near her eye. Southwest has permanently banned Quinones. And today, a federal judge granted her a $20,000 bond. She's due back in court later this month.
The drunk driver who killed 4 people when he crashed off the Coronado Bridge will pay more money to the victims' families. Richard Cipollio was back in court today. He's out of prison after serving less than a third of his 10-year sentence. He's been trying to have his record expunged, and today Cipollio agreed to pay another $14,000 of restitution.
Did you feel shaking tonight? According to the U.S. Geological Survey, a 4.3 magnitude earthquake struck near the city of Carson. It happened just before 8 o'clock. People reported feeling the quake throughout the L.A. region and possibly as far south as San Diego. There are no reports of any damage. 2 of Governor Gavin Newsom's children have tested positive for COVID. The governor's office says Newsom, his wife, and their 2 other children have since tested negative. Both the governor and his wife are vaccinated. The family says they are following all COVID protocols. An FDA independent panel deciding against recommending a Pfizer booster shot for all Americans 16 and older, at least for now. ABC's Morgan Norwood has the latest on this critical vote and what it means for the president's previously planned rollout next week.
An independent FDA panel not voting for Pfizer booster shots for all vaccinated Americans, instead voting unanimously to authorize boosters for Americans aged 65 and older, 6 months after their second shot. The panel also voting to authorize a 3rd dose for Americans of any age who are high risk of severe COVID-19, also endorsing boosters for first responders like teachers or healthcare workers.
We do have a unanimous 18 out of 18 who voted yes. Dr. Cohn, yes. Dr. Portnoy, yes.
The decision comes after the president's announcement in August that the administration would be ready to roll out booster shots for all vaccinated adults starting the week of September 20th.
Get a booster shot. It will make you safer and for longer. And it will help us end the pandemic faster.
Facing criticism for getting ahead of the science, the White House defending itself, saying this was always pending FDA and CDC thumbs up, and that they're ready when given the green light.
If you want to roll out booster shots to the population, you can't flip a switch and make that happen overnight. There's important planning that has to take place.
Boosters will now likely be given in stages, starting with those 65 and up and those at high risk. The FDA will take the panel's vote into consideration, but will issue a final decision, expected within days. Meantime, cases among the unvaccinated continue to climb, hospitals now struggling to keep up. In hard-hit Idaho, Gary Sather's surgery for a tumor in his right leg is now delayed due to COVID surges at the hospital. He says the pushback could cause him to lose his leg if it isn't treated soon.
It doesn't seem fair that somebody can make a choice and a decision that affects other people and then turn around and jump to the front of the line when it comes to medical care.
For the second day in a row now, 8 states with ICUs at 90% capacity. Morgan Norwood, ABC News, Los Angeles.
And one of San Diego's biggest healthcare providers could soon lose hundreds of workers, even though they're already in a shortage. Sharp Healthcare has 19,000 employees. They all need to get the COVID vaccine by the end of the month. Around 600 unvaccinated staff do not qualify for a medical exemption and have not applied for a religious exemption. Sharp COO went on KOGO today to say that 89% of its staff is vaccinated.
Very proud of that. That's gone up 10 percentage points just in the last about 5 weeks. And so we're continuing to work on that because we want to make sure that we keep as many of our healthcare workers as possible.
Sharp employees who do not get the vaccine by the end of the month will be put on unpaid leave. They then have 1 month to get vaccinated or be let go.
A cruise line is admitting it made an error by not notifying some passengers that their upcoming cruise was canceled. Well, back in August, the Meyers booked a cruise through Holland America. It was supposed to leave San Diego tomorrow. On Wednesday, they called with a booking question and were told the cruise had been canceled. What happened next was a series of phone calls and conflicting information.
Even if the cruise had been canceled on the 25th, like Holland America claimed, and they had sent an email that we never saw or somehow accidentally deleted. We still have 3 people we've spoken to, 1 on Monday and 2 on Wednesday, who all were telling us the cruise was still going. And their application that you download still showed a departure on the 18th.
Holland America says it will work to accommodate the Meyers in regards to the conflicting information. A spokesperson said that they are looking to learn from what happened.
There are more people renting in suburbs than there are homeowners right now. That's according to a census data analyzed by Rent Cafe. It found that renters are in the majority in more than 100 suburbs around the country. Nearly 60 additional suburbs are on their way to joining that list within the next 5 years. Most renters are millennials and Gen Z who are looking for houses that fit their budget.